day 2. I'm progressively even more knackered.
Night 3.
If you don't see any more videos after this, that's it. We're done.
We left.
We're dead.
I'm already dead.
Right.
I've left the mortal plane.
So no, it's good. We did a lot today. We started off with Final Fantasy VII, which was...
Hop straight into that giant queue.
It wasn't that bad though. It was, what, 40 minutes queue?
Yeah, I mean, when I spoke to PlayStation day 1, I was like, how long is the queue if it's full? And they were like, an hour.
Yeah.
But
So it wasn't too bad. So we queued up for that, and in the queue, we're saying to... We go and speak to one of the PlayStation guys, and we're like, so are we allowed to film here? And the guy was like, yeah, just same as the Nintendo guys. It was like, just make sure you're not directly on the screen, getting people playing the game, get like, a shot of the overall thing. We're like, fine, we just want some B-roll, it's cool. So we do that, and we get in the queue, and we get some B-roll, and I get like 3 shots of different B-roll. And then somebody comes over and was like, just no more photos. Just like to him, like, no more photos, stop it all, shut it all down. And we were like, what the hell? So he comes over to us and he's like, yeah, she's from Square Enix. He's like, apparently something, like somebody's got the footage on Reddit and they're not happy. So they were like, just no more now. And I was just like...
what can you do?
Yikes. It was very interesting. Because the booth, it's not even a booth, it was literally just an area. And there was no walls, no like enclosures or anything like that. Like you can just walk past it and see all the screens. I'm like, how are they going to enforce that? Like, how are they going to stop people recording it?
It was like 30 massive screens too.
Yeah. Could you imagine if literally every person at the convention just was walking around with a camera in their pocket? Oh wait! Well, apart from you. Yeah.
Why must you hurt me?
Yeah. But it was good though. So we actually got to play the game, and it was just the same as the E3 footage. So it was that part with the Scorpion tank, the first like little mini boss, if you will, the bombing run as you call it.
Midgar bombing run.
Midgar bombing run. So it was that bit, and you got to play as both Cloud and Barret. It was really good. Honestly, I really enjoyed it. It looked great. There was a few little sort of graphical bits that looked like they weren't quite finished yet, but again, it was a demo at a convention. It's not out yet, obviously. So, but apart from that, it looked great. The sound was fantastic. The ambient music was just spot on. It was just like I don't know, it was like exactly the same ambient music as in the original game, just like a bit more modern.
I mean, I don't know, because my headphones didn't work.
Yeah, just to take my word on that. It was good. It was good.
I mean, I assumed that they were just basically, like, you could put the original sound in, and it would be fine.
Yeah, absolutely. But it sounded great. Voice acting was good too. It looked very much like Advent Children. It looked like they'd sort of taken inspiration from the Advent Children. I wouldn't be surprised if they actually took the models from Advent Children and changed their outfits. Because it looked very similar to Advent Children. Which is not a bad thing, because that was great. So...
yeah, the animation was fantastic for Advent Children. But, like, yeah, I see what you mean. Like, the face structures, like, almost, like, the colouring...
even the movements, like, in the animations for a lot of the fights, especially I noticed with Cloud, a lot of it was very Advent Children.
Yeah.
So...
but he is a tiny, tiny dude swinging a giant, giant sword.
yeah.
So there's not a lot of ways you can do that and make it look natural.
True. Well, we got to fight that boss, and it was really great because you could switch between the 2 characters at any time. So the way that it worked was you have your ATB gauge, which you charge up by attacking the enemy, and it's split into segments. So I think you got 2 segments for each character at the moment. I don't know if you can get more later on, but we had 2. And then every time you use a special ability or an item or a spell, that costs some. So you charge it up, you spend it, but then you can switch over to the other character. So you could, even if you're in the middle of an animation with one character, you can then switch to the other one and then start building up your ATB, which is pretty cool. So you can kind of, if you're really like, you want to min-max it, you can really like hop between the 2 characters quite a bit.
Yeah, the switching was super fluid too. So it kind of like, your camera like shot around the back and went to the next player, but like it felt, there was no waiting. It was pretty well done. Yeah,
there was definitely some moments where it was, you don't have to, but it was like highly encouraged that you'd switch to Barret for some of the ranged parts and switch back to Cloud for different parts. You didn't have to if you didn't want to. If you didn't switch to the character, that character would still continue to act as an AI, so you didn't have to do it, but it kind of encouraged it. I liked it. I liked it a lot. The gameplay was really fun, and I don't know, maybe this part might be a little bit over-exaggerated because it is a demo, but it was very grand. There was the boss took a lot longer than it did originally. There was a lot more to it. There was different phases to the fight. There was different mechanics to the fight. There was one part where the boss became immune to all damage and you had to hit a specific part of the boss before you could even damage it. So it was good. I enjoyed it. Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, no, it was really fun. There was like mid-boss cinematics. You had like change of scene. There's a bit where like it pings off onto a wall and like scuttles across. Yeah, it was all really good. I'm very interested to see. Obviously, I think the only other boss we've seen is Apps, which is in the sewers after Don Corneo's mansion. But like, from what we've seen of that, that looked fantastic. Yeah. The only other thing that I was saying earlier after we played it was I'm interested to see how it works with like parties of 3, because we only had access to 2 characters, and we are assuming that you hit a party of 3 as you do in the original game.
Yeah.
But I'm interested to see how it handles with 3, because I think it could get quite busy.
Yeah.
With obviously, because your ATBs fill on the characters you're not directly controlling, but it could work really well. I don't know.
But no, I enjoyed it. It was great. Worth queuing up for. Highly looking forward to that one still. It's definitely... It hasn't taken away any excitement. I don't think it's made me any more excited, because I was already quite excited anyway. And I was already expecting... Because I've seen this footage already from E3. So it's like I kind of already knew what to expect. But it was good. So we did that, and then we went to Tranzfuser.
We did. We spent a long time in Tranzfuser.
We did spend a long time in Tranzfuser. So Tranzfuser, if you've never heard of it, is a UK-led competition, and it's usually students or ex-students or grad students, and these are game devs who have created a game, and they're usually teams of say 4 to 6 people, and they don't have a budget, they don't have a lot of time either, and they get to make a game, and they bring it, and you get to play the games, and you vote for your favourite one, and the one who wins gets funded, which is pretty cool, funded by the UK government. So we played all of them, and there will be a video coming out. By the way, yesterday in the video we were like, yeah, cards of other videos that we're definitely gonna do. We haven't had time. They are coming, we're going to do them, but we just have not had the time to do other videos other than this one.
That's so, right, next time we'll bring like a full editing team and a bay of publishers and stuff.
Yeah, sure, 100%, that's definitely gonna happen.
Paid staff.
Yeah, but for now you're just going to have to wait, but we have got the videos that were promised yesterday, we've got some extra videos today, including the Tranzfuser stuff, because we've done some stuff there. But we're going to just have a quick chat about the event, really, and how it went. So I thought this year the lineup was really good. Like, I think every game was good. There wasn't a single bad game, which was really impressive. I went last year, and I wouldn't say there were any bad games last year, but there were definitely some games that I was just like, you know, maybe not for me. But I think this year every game was interesting. Every game had its own little quirks, and yeah, I'm not going to say who I voted for.
No.
We're not going to say. Because we've chatted to all of the devs, and we had a conversation with each of them in person. I think it would be really unfair to be like, we voted for that one. Because it was so hard to pick. Like, I picked purely based on the one that at the time of picking, I was like, I had the most fun in that one. But then I think there were some games that were more interesting than that one. I think there were some games that looked better than that one. I think there were some games that probably would appeal to other people more than that one. I just happened to like that one the most, so it was like...
I had the same kind of gig. I picked it because the voting is for who gets the funding. So I basically picked it and went, okay, who do I think is going to do most with the funding and should be funded most?
Yeah.
But there were definitely like... There was games that were way more up my alley. There were other games where like I thought they were brilliant, but maybe not for me. Like, there was a lot of games, and they were all quite different.
Yeah, they were very different. We will have a video on the whole thing, so we're not going to go too in depth on it, but there's a side-scrolling colour game where you can only damage enemies if you're using the right colour, and you've got to switch between them. There was a game where you play as the ghost of a cat, and you've got to get ghost mice, catch them. There was a game where just 4 of you on a table, and you have to knock each other off. That was pretty fun. I mean, they were all fun.
I mean, there was pretty much as much variety. There was 2D games, 3D games, over the shoulder, top downs, like any kind of game that you can think of in any iteration. There was something.
Yeah. There was 10. Was it 10 or was it 12?
I think there was 12.
There might have been 12. 10 plus. There was 10 plus games. But they were all great, and I honestly hope they all manage to secure some funding or can publish themselves, because they were all great. And we will talk about this in the other video, but we were saying it was really good to go and play some games where it's all just passion and creativity. There's no, well, how are we going to monetize it, or how are we going to trick the players into buying a loot box, or anything like that. It was just pure, let's make the best game that we can make with our talent, our ability, and our time.
Yeah, you can see by the way the game's played, it was devs looking at it and going like, here's a game I would enjoy, and I hope other people enjoy it too.
Yeah.
And it came through, it translated.
Yeah, definitely. And I think it's really cool because the developers of that event, they obviously have some talent there. So it would be nice if some companies would look and be like, hey, you made that game that was cool. We'll hire you.
Here's money.
Yeah.
Make the rest of it. People will love it.
Have $10 million.
That might be a bit much.
All right. It'd be the best game ever, though, wouldn't it?
It would be good.
So yeah, we spent a lot of time there. Video incoming. Although I'm not doing cards. Not doing cards. No cards because I can't. I don't know when it's coming. But video coming for that one. If it's not already up, it will be up very, very shortly, including all the videos we said yesterday. They'll be coming shortly too. But yeah, it has been horrendously busy. We've had so much to do, and yeah, this is my first event that I've like worked. So, you
want to retake that one?
No, it's fine. We'll do it live. Wow. We could talk about the charity stuff. I guess we could talk about it. Nothing's official yet, but we spoke to some guys who run a charity, and it's for pets, and they are looking for streamers and stuff to help out. They're launching their own live streaming channel, and they're going to be streaming a week on Thursday?
Friday.
A week on Friday. Yeah, a week on Friday. So
right
a
after
week
the podcast.
today. Literally today is Friday, unless you watched it on another day. Which that would be time walking, and we know that Elliot doesn't like time travel. But regardless, it will be the Friday that's a week today, if you're Friday now.
Excellent.
Yeah. Friday the something of something. So they're going to do their first ever charity stream. So we're not 100% yet, but we think we might do the podcast for the first time ever live because it coincides with when we usually end the podcast anyway. We might just do a one-off Twitch podcast and just raid them because I feel like that would be pretty cool for their first stream.
Yeah, I think it'd be good to drop some people over there. The guy we spoke to, Tom, was very passionate about the charity. We also spoke to the guy who founded the website that provides the tools they're using for running the charity stream. So that was it was really interesting to get a chance to talk to him. He's trying to make charities aware that Twitch is a thing and that video gamers are awesome. Yeah, pretty much. So it's a win-win. I've been wanting to do a charity stream for a while, so it's kind of a win-win for everybody, I think. But yeah, so keep an eye out for that. That's not until later on, so we've got no solid plans for that yet. But it was good to speak to those guys. We picked up a board game, which I think we're just going to play. I don't think we're going to do any video content on. But we got Warhammer 40k Munchkin, because I think that's all our brains can handle at the moment is Munchkin. Munchkin's awesome, and Warhammer 40k is awesome. So, yeah, is it awesome squared or two awesomes? It's awesome to the power of 10. It's going to be divided by 2. It's going to be cool. Multiplied by 3. I'm excited. Yeah, I'm happy. Whenever we get a chance to do it. We still don't know when we're doing the podcast episode this week. I don't know. I have nothing for you. Oh, I bought things! Please, could you pass me my things? We'll just edit it out. But yeah, so I got Final Fantasy 7, 8 and 9 to go on my shelf and probably never play because I already own them on Steam. So why would I need to play them unless I just really fancy playing it on the PlayStation again? I mean, the Steam ports aren't perfect, but... Yeah, but that was cool. So I got some stuff. That's all I bought today. You went off and looked at the retro gaming thing and I was like, I'm going to sit. So I went to the retro gaming bit and there was so much stuff I wanted to buy. I was like, oh, a Game Boy. I want to buy that. Oh, a SNES. I want to buy that. Oh, here's Conker's Furby Challenge Kirby 1. I want to buy that. I don't even think that's a game. But I was going to say Conker's Bad Fur Day, which is a great game. Yeah, it legit was. Yeah. But there was just so much. Honestly, I'm going to have another go back towards the end of towards the end of the weekend. So Sam said there was a Dreamcast. Yeah, there was loads of stuff. I was a big fan of the Dreamcast. Packed full of stuff. You know what other game we played today? Phogs. We did play Phogs very briefly. It was really good though. We didn't get any B-roll of Phogs. No. Can I just put like a shitty MS Paint picture of Phogs and be like Phogs footage? If you want to do an MS Paint of Phogs. I want to do an MS Paint of Phogs. Yeah, we did. But by this point, by Fog's point, we were all knackered, so we didn't really get a chance to take any B-roll. I might just see if there's any YouTube footage of it that I can just steal for the purpose of this video. Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, we met some of the team from it, and they did. They had a puppet. I thought they were just fans of the game. I saw we saw two people. We saw a guy, and he had a Phog. So if you've not seen Phogs, it is a double-ended dog, and yes, it's as weird as that.
So it's like it's a 2-player game, and you both control one end of the dog, and it's like weird. But he had like a hand puppet that was 2, and I was like, dude, where did you get that from? Thinking that maybe they were selling them somewhere or something. And he was like, oh, we had it custom made. And in my head, I was thinking like, you're a big fan of this game. And then I was like, they were both wearing Phogs shirts, and I was like, oh, light bulb. I was like, you work on the game. They were like, yeah. I was like, ah, I'm an idiot. So,
well, they literally said it was one of the guys that used to work on the Muppets. Made that for them.
Yeah.
Which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
It was really well made too.
It was really well made, yeah. I don't know where his hands went in, because it was a double-handed.
It was like in the middle.
And we also definitely did ask the question, and the guys were like, we've been asked this so many times.
One of them was like parallel universe, but.
Yeah. I mean, go and like see the footage of the game, you'll know what we're saying. Like,
you'll see.
It's the obvious question. But yeah, they're great. We also spoke to all the people we've spoken to today, pretty much. We've been like, hey, look, if you want us to stream your game or make YouTube videos of your game in the future, just speak to us, like in the future, let us know. So,
I'm
yeah.
up for it. I'm always up to stream new games.
Yeah, 100%. Especially some of the ones we played today. Well happy. So I think that was everything. I think that's everything we did today. So
yeah, it was kind of a lot, but not a lot.
Yeah, yeah. But that was it. That was day 2. We haven't got as much to talk about, but we do have more video content. So there's going to be an extra video at some point, hopefully soon. But I don't know. So as soon as I can get that out, that'll be out. Yeah, you guys seem to be liking the EGX content. They're getting like hella views for my channel. So I'm going to take that as a sign that this whole trip was worth me bringing all my cameras and stuff. So these guys, by the way, are helping me out massively. So thanks for that. We've got camera work going on. We've got microphone works going on. We've got being a brummie going on. But no, seriously though, there is no way I would have been able to do this by myself. So I appreciate it.
I'm doing the sitting in front of lights in the evening.
These are very bright lights, even with the things on.
Diffusers.
Diffusers. Yeah.
They're inside out.
Alright, I need to know
Doxed.
that they're inside out. Dogs. They still do the same job. Like they're not like.
They get brighter if you have it inside out.
Yeah.
It's infusing.
Yeah, it was being infused.
Is that the opposite to fuse?
No, we'll
Fuse? Just fuse. They're fusers.
Who knows?
I'm
gonna go order some food and go to bed. Oh, I've got to edit this video yet.
You gotta edit this video.
I've got to edit this video. Wait, but if I'm saying now that I've got to edit this video, that means I've already edited the video, which means that's a paradox.
Also, you've already been to bed.
That's a paradox. That is true. I've already been to bed.
I hope you've been to bed.
Well, last night I was editing the video till 1 AM. I ended up having to do the thumbnail in bed. Like, I was on the laptop at like 1 AM, like.
Oh dear.
Just doing thumbnail. So if you're wondering, like, you're like, why are these thumbnails so crap? This is why.
Why are the thumbnails just Elliot?
It is just. But yeah, do a like, comment, subscribe. I can't make another sacrifice a baby goat joke. I can't do 2 in one day.
That's not out yet though.
Now everyone's like, well, what are you talking about? I never heard that joke, because we haven't released that video yet.
Commit your firstborn to see if YouTube will promote this video.
Yeah, please, just, I don't know, plant a tree or something, see if that helps the algorithm, because who knows at this point. So it's day 2 of EGX 2019, London, England, EGX, Great Britain,
Rezzed.
Europe, for now, Earth. We are on Earth, yeah. Can we reshoot that? Because I think we went far too stupid with it. But you never know, I might keep it. Let's do a reshoot. Have a drink. I'm going to have a drink too.
Just a little sipple. Sipple of the tipple.
I have to sip because it's too hot.
It's true though.
It's true. Beer check. So it's day 2